Good afternoon everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that are new, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. And my hair is sticking up as usual. Rightio, today we're doing a pasta bake. And this uses the Varoma, the kettle mode, and I can't remember exactly what it uses, but I know it uses those two ones. So we're going to go to my week, and this is quick and easy. And there it is there. Rightio. It's a broccoli and ham pasta bake. I mean, so you don't have to put ham in if you don't want to. You can put a bit of cooked chicken or just leave the meat out altogether. But I'm going to use the ham. So it says to set aside a cast iron casserole dish. Now I've got my big, and my Fera, this one. I love this Fera cookware. It's got a lid and it's got I also got a trivet, so you can put it on your table because it's got the heat-proof trivet that goes underneath. So just love. It was a set of 3. Love them. And it is the perfect size for so many of these things. Rightio. So you want 1100 grams of water. First up, we're going to do that. We want 1100 grams, so I want more than one of these. Let's splash more. Okay, so I've got to get the simmering basket. I've got everything but the simmering basket. And we're going to, so I'll grab that while we're doing this, and we're going to put it on kettle mode, 100 degrees, kettle mode. And that's going to bring our water to the boil, so we're going to cook some pasta. Rightio, so that's our boiled kettle. And now we're going to add, it says vegetable oil, but I'm going to add olive oil. I will just grab it. Okay. So we're going to add 10 grams of oil. Oh, one more. Okay. A teaspoon of sea salt. Grams of penne pasta. So I had the tiniest little bit of penne pasta, but I had a couple of bags of these black and gold spirals. And I thought we could use them up. 400 grams. So this is a kilo, I think. 500 grams. Whoops. Perfect. Stir with the spatula. So that is below the surface of the water. And now we're going to place the Varoma in position. And they just say the Varoma dish. and we're going to weigh in 300 grams of broccoli broken into florets. Now, I don't know what this was. This was just a head of broccoli that I had in my veggie drawer. So we're going to put that much in. There we go. 212. I could have made it way more, but it was quite stemmy and I cut a lot of the stems off. Put the lid on. So I'm not going to put the tray in, I'm just going to put the lid on. 10 minutes, varoma temperature. Speed 1 with the blade in reverse. So we're going to do it for 10 minutes or until the broccoli and pasta are cooked. This here says it cooks in 9 minutes. So we're going to do this for 10 and then we'll check it. Okay, that's our 10 minutes. Next. And now we're going to check that to see if everything is cooked. So that broccoli, it looks perfect. And it says to place this into the cast iron, drain the pasta through this varoma dish, and then add it to the dish. So let's have a quick look. I can see no reason why this pasta wouldn't be cooked. It said 9 minutes and we've given it 10. Alright. Let's grab our dish. Tip our broccoli in. Now, I am going to, this is instead of a colander, we're going to strain our pasta through this here and I will be right back. Okay, so our pasta was a little bit gluggy, so I've rinsed it under cold water as well. Cooked to perfection. And it will cook a bit more in the oven. Look at that. We're going to have this with, I don't know, I haven't really decided what we're going to have it with. We're going to have it with chicken wings or sausages or some sort of protein. And now we're going to preheat the oven to 170. And we're going to start chopping cheese. Rightio. See, it's not real clean, that mixing bowl, but we're going to make a white sauce in it. So now it says you can use Gruyere cheese or any cheese of your choosing. I'm going to use cheddar because I've got heaps. Cut into pieces. Now let's see if this is 100 grams or close. 90 grams. Okay. Perfect, that'll do. Put the lid on and we'll give that a quick chop. 5 seconds on speed 7. Okay, place into a bowl and set aside. So I've done everything but get a bowl. And while I was getting a bowl, I put the oven on to preheat to 170. So because the bowl's a bit wet, it hasn't grated evenly, but it's going to melt somewhere, put somewhere to melt. So I don't think I've made this recipe before, but it was in my bookmarked recipes that I had bookmarked to try. Sometimes I bookmark them if I want to do them again. And then I've got my collections on Cookie Doo that I save all my recipes to. Rightio. Let's put that on there. It just says to set that aside. Rinse the mixing bowl. And then place 700 grams of full cream milk. Now I'm not going to rinse the mixing bowl. I'm going to be a rebel because it's going to give it a rinse out here. Oops, that's it. 70 grams of salted butter. Now I've got unsalted butter. Cut into cubes. At 64. $70 grams of plain flour. One teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I really think this is going to be so delicious. A teaspoon of salt. I don't know where I put my teaspoon measures. I usually pull these apart. I haven't got to it today. Half a teaspoon of, and they're a lot easier to handle if you pull them apart. Black pepper. Right. Lid. Simmering basket. Now we're going to use the thicken mode. So we don't set a time. It already says it's going to 100 and we just start the mode. So I like the thicken mode for white sauces and that. It sort of takes away the guesswork of, especially when you're doing your own recipes, of how long to cook it for. So righty, I'll be back, and it says it's going to be approximately 12 minutes. Okay. Now it says to add, let's have a look at that before we add anything. It says to add in the ham. That looks amazing. 150 grams of ham. Now this is my usual diced ham I buy. Sorry, I'm off the camera a bit. Oops, that's nearly 200 grams. Oh well. I wonder if I can get some back. There we go. That'll do. 40 grams of the reserve grated cheese. Measuring cup. 10 seconds on speed 3 with the blade in reverse. Next, it says to pour over the pasta and the broccoli. Yeah, let's do it with my other hand. Sauces, for me, is one of my favourite things to do in the Thermomix, other than everything else, but yeah. I always enjoy it makes a really amazing bechamel sauce. Lump-free every single time. If there's a way to mess it up, I haven't discovered it yet. Not saying I won't, but I wonder if we've got to mix it through and stir. Yeah. Just to coat the pasta a little bit. Look at that. Okay. Then we're going to sprinkle over the remaining cheese. I probably could have grated a bit of parmesan through here too, but that will do. 20 minutes in a 170 degree oven or until golden and bubbly. Serve warm with salad of choice, so with sides of choice. So I am going to pop this in the oven and then once it's cooked we'll come back and we'll give it a taste. Okay. This is our pasta bake, and that's golden and bubbly. I've let it cool down a little bit. Oops. That is good. Lots of sauce around the pasta. Could probably do with a stronger cheese. Like I said, I should have put a bit of parmesan in there. But that is absolutely yummy. And I love how much sauce there is. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe. And I really hope I'll see you next time.